I can extend my deepest sympathy to the family of the soldier who sacrificed his life for the nation and for all of us. Whatever is possible, frankly, will be done, but I don't want to give you a commitment now of any nature. Matter is actually before the Supreme Court, and if the Supreme Court requires, I believe an adequate response will be given to the Supreme Court.
We speak with the former External Affairs Minister, former Defence Minister, and also an ex-serviceman of the Indian Army, Jaswant Singh. Sir, at that time you were a minister in the cabinet. Clearly this kind of an action taking place from the opposing side, was it seen as a war crime by you at that time?
No, I must admit, I didn't see it as a war crime. I saw it as a crime against humanity. I termed it as not simply an inhuman act, really a heinous act, which no civilized force will commit on another civilized force. And they were clearly, it was by then evident enough, because increasingly we were getting evidence that these are park regular soldiers. And for regular soldiers to do this to a patrol of the Indian Army, for me personally, was like wounding my own body. I wrote about it also, that this is unacceptable behavior.
But so what has the government...
I said it to the visiting foreign minister. He would very kindly then come to try and sort out matters unsuccessfully. And that is, I'm referring to Minister Sartaj Aziz Sahab, who came, and I had said, this is not acceptable. I'd said it in the press also.
But the matters have come to such a state that 13 years on, more than a decade on, the father had to approach the apex court of the country to try and direct the government to approach the International Court of Justice. Do you not feel the government, successive governments, have failed in their manner to perhaps bring those perpetrators to justice?
I don't know whether they failed or not failed. Governments quite often get drowned under the weight of the urgent and pushing out the important. So what has to be done on a daily basis pushes out the substantial or the principled and the important. And I think this is because it was not just Captain Kalia, there was also squadron leader Ahuja, who had similarly, his aircraft had crashed, who had been similarly tortured. And I had raised objections, as I wrote in the book, on both these. We cannot have this conduct between Pakistan and India. We must take it very seriously.